Would you believe that Taylor Stitch's #1 best-selling product of all time is this indoor lounge pant that I've had for 2 years? This is Taylor Stitch, the company best known for popularizing workwear-inspired menswear, whose product line is like bristling with like hard-wearing canvas pants and selvage denim. And lately they've been sending these emails to me and my friends asking us to post pictures showing how it's more than a lounge pant and how it's a true go anywhere, do anything pant. And it's not. Like, it is loungewear, and I love them, and my dad loves them, and I got him a pair, and then I had to sternly tell him to stop wearing them on airplanes because they're indoor pants. And what's funny about this campaign that Taylor Stitch is doing now is they also asked the guys on the Taylor Stitch subreddit to take part in it and post pictures of themselves, and every picture of them is inside or in someone's garden. Like, no one is wearing these lounge pants inside because like they're so clearly lounge pants. Except then this weekend, I saw a guy wearing Apres Pants on the New York City subway, and I got very confused.
Are those the Taylor Stitch Apres Pants you wear?
Yeah.
You can wear them outside.
So look, I like Taylor Stitch and I like these pants, and I've been wearing them for literal years, and I thought, okay, the forces are coming together. It is time to review the Apres Pants and discuss the idea of cotton sweatpants and loungewear in general. What is loungewear? What's the deal with loungewear? It's a way to lie around your house wearing something nicer than sweatpants and more comfortable than anything else that isn't sweatpants. It is a category of clothing that's vastly better known and more worn by women because men tend to just lounge in sweatpants or workout clothes or athleisure or pajamas. And when I was thinking about this, I realized there's a difference between fanciness and dressiness. Am I the only guy who doesn't own pajamas? Like, I get home and I change into sweats or workout clothes, and I sleep in that or my underwear. Like, I'm not gonna change again, like a second time after getting home. And if I see a guy in pajamas, I think, whoa. A whole separate set of clothes, like for sleeping in, that guy is fancy. But he's not allowed to wear them outside. Loungewear is in that category. Like, it's fancy, it's impressive and fancy to have clothes for lounging around that are nice, that are not crappy old sweatpants. That doesn't mean you can wear them, as Taylor Stitch says, they're built to bring you from the couch to the trail to that last minute lunch date. No, they are not. They're even called Apres Pants, as in after pants. They're what you wear after you finished doing your trail walk and your last minute date and you are relaxing, you don't have to do anything. And the Apres Pant is doing a commendable job, an admirable thing in the industry of bringing men a whole new category of clothing, which is loungewear. And that's enough, Taylor Stitch. Like, you can be happy having brought loungewear to men. You don't have to try and tell me that these are also hiking pants and date pants. You got some friends over and you're in Apres Pants, you look pretty good, it's true. And when I've worn mine throughout the years, I regularly get compliments when I'm in them. You know, in living rooms and in hotels and stuff. But I am always asked like, oh, interesting pants, they're nice, because you'd be expecting me to be lying around the house in sweatpants. This indigo waffle, I wore them for several years. By the time I was ready to review them though, the waffle knit had somehow become the least popular Apres pant and Taylor Stitch discontinued it. And so I didn't do the review. But now I'm just doing it anyway because everyone's talking about the Apres pant, and also I lost weight, so I had to get a smaller size. So now I have old and new Apres pants. And I have these gray Apres pants as well that are in my old size and don't fit. So I happen to have 3 pairs of Apres pants for you. And instead of the waffle knit, the new or current line of Apres pants are almost all sashiko, which is a very cool fabric that I have multiple jackets in, which in many ways is like denim because it's 100% cotton, it's super, super durable, it has origins in workwear, with sashiko is in Japanese workwear, and it improves with wear. So it breaks in and it softens and it fades as you wear it, and people go crazy for the fades, all like denim. Also, like denim, or at least raw denim, it bleeds indigo all over your shit if you're not careful, which is an unusual feature for pants that are intended for lying around your house on your couch and bed sheets. To be fair, that issue will stop being an issue after the first wash or two, but for those first couple washes, be absolutely certain that you wash them with like colors. At least with this indigo one, this is the bleediest of the sashiko Apres pant fabrics. This is the most beloved sashiko jacket from Rogue Territory, and I actually just wore them with these pants and sneakers to go out and get coffee. And my official position now is that a sashiko tuxedo is the best way to wear the Apres pant outside. I felt very, very cool in this fit. And I think the American public's lack of familiarity with sashiko is what allowed them to say, hey, this is a lounge pant in this really durable fabric. and for people to not feel weird. If they'd done the exact same thing in denim, and this really is in so many ways like denim, it would not have taken off because people would have said that's the wrong fabric. One thing I like about Tailor Stitch is they are giving the very cool fabric of sashiko wider recognition. But it is actually very ultra abrasion resistant, durable workwear loungewear. Workwear and loungewear are two polar opposites. Tailor Stitch do deserve the accolades for coming up with this new form of not workwear, I think. And I actually did do work in my Apres pants once. Here's me carrying wood in Maryland last Christmas. But mostly I wore them because they were my most expendable pants that I'd brought on that trip. At least once in human history, Apres pants have been worn as actual workwear with work boots. This is the unmarked service boot here. But ironically enough, I don't think you can go outside in loungewear, while I think you can in sweatpants. Not to a restaurant, but it's not unacceptable to see a person in sweatpants in the grocery store. I'm a big fan of grocery runs in sweatpants with nice sneakers and a denim jacket and a baseball cap. Boom, totally acceptable grocery store outfit. If you're in the grocery store in loungewear, I used to live in China, and a funny cultural thing is you'd always see people, usually older people, in supermarkets in their pajamas. And like, I know that materially and sociologically, there's not a huge difference between pajamas and sweatpants, but the foreigners like me, we would always do double takes when we saw pajamas in the supermarket. And I would do the same thing if I saw Apres pants there, or other kinds of loungewear, which is a clothing category that's, again, usually just worn by women because men just lounge around in their sweatpants, or a robe, or Apres pants. I'm hyper conscious of like what these pants are because it's my job to think about clothes and boots all day. And when I saw that guy on the subway, he was in the black cherry ones with a tan jacket and good sneakers. And it actually reminded me of my red Xanarobe joggers that I sometimes wear. And I thought, maybe I'm overthinking this. Because I mean, they do have a fly, which of course is just for looks because they're drawstring pants and no one's gonna actually unbutton that fly, but it does make it look smarter. They have button closure pockets on the back that make them look like real pants. To see if I was going crazy, I did some polling. One was at 3 a.m. last night, I put up a poll. Currently, 53% say it is loungewear, 47% say they can be worn as joggers, like worn casually. I also asked a whole bunch of my friends, I'd think you're out of the house in loungewear, at best on the way to the gym, but that's unlikely with that texture. My girlfriend, who owns a vintage clothing store, says those are joggers, but the white ones, she says, are loungewear. And the shoes inform it more than anything else. So the shoes are gonna make or break how casually these are seen. I wear those all the time, I would wear those out. Next one, this is a friend who works in fabric. She said, I'm confused by the texture. It feels like an attempt to make something that suits all occasions, but turns out it suits none of them. That was Albert, Upstate Guy Style on Instagram. It's New York, so I think you can kind of wear whatever you want on the subway, but the material of those do look a bit like sweatpants. And this one, which I think is the best one, they're nice, I'd wear them in certain situations, but I fear in my mind that joggers had their flash in the pan moment around 2017, 2018, when guys realized they could elevate their outfit a bit without sacrificing comfort. Today, I'd probably think they're wearing it for comfort over fashion. Other things you should know if you're considering buying these pants. I do have a 2-year-old pair here. They do last a long time, and they do improve with age. Many people complain about the rugged, burly, 100% cotton fabric that you get the Apres pants in, whether it's the ruffle knit or the sashiko or something else, but you absolutely should understand that the Apres pants do soften with wear and with washes, and then they're very good, comfy, cozy pants. Similarly, you might be disappointed that they're not as stretchy as loungewear, which is often made with elastane or nylon or something in them. I will say to that again, they loosen up with wear. Like they don't just get like softer, but they loosen up, they stretch out a bit, they get less rigid, and it gets easier to squat in them. That combined with the fit, like the cut here, it's actually surprisingly fine for 100% cotton pants. If you rub a wet tissue on them, the tissue is blue. That means be careful around white surfaces and around water, and doubly careful around both. And it is weird to have such stress-inducing pants for chill out, relax loungewear. But like the roughness and the stiffness, the dye bleed will stop being an issue after a few washes. And you might not realize that an element you value in your usual sweatpants or athleisure or workout clothes or pajamas that you usually lie around in is that these synthetic fabrics dry very quickly and are hard to stain and easy to clean relative to 100% cotton. I've been wearing Reigning Champ and American Giant, the 100% cotton sweatpants that are darlings of the menswear community, the cotton sweats. And I'd been wearing them for like a year before I realized that this was a downside of them. Like they take a while to dry, and there are lots of downsides to synthetics, but they do wash and dry much more easily. One last thing a lot of guys complain about specifically with Apres pants is that they come in a 30-inch inseam and no other inseams, which I'm happy about as a guy with a 29-inch inseam. I have weirdly short legs for my 6-foot height, But it is pretty shocking that Taylor Stitch has not released their best-selling pant in other lengths, given they do that for their jeans and their chinos, which also come in multiple fits, which this doesn't. And those pants are much less popular than the Apres pants. Then again, they are loungewear. Or are they?